breaking news from Pix 11.
That breaking news, former President Jimmy Carter has died. Thank you for joining us for the Pix 11 News at 5. I'm Kaidi Tong. He passed away peacefully in hospice at his home in Georgia at 3:45 this afternoon. Mr. Carter, the 39th president, was 100 years old. He lived longer than any previous U.S. president. He beat brain cancer in 2015, but in the last few years, he battled a number of health scares. In February of 2023, he entered hospice care, refusing any further medical procedures. And in November of 2023, Mr. Carter lost the love of his life, his hometown sweetheart, Rosalind, at the age of 96. She had been diagnosed with dementia 6 months prior and passed away 2 days after entering hospice care herself. The former president making his final public appearance at a tribute service for his wife at a church in Atlanta 1 day before her funeral. Mr. Carter became a giant of American statesmanship, a man of peace and compassion. Our Pix 11's John Mueller is more now on his long and remarkable life.
We must adjust to changing times and still hold to unchanging principles.
James Earl Carter took office in January 1977, defeating incumbent Republican Gerald Ford. He was a Washington outsider, offering a fresh path after the Watergate scandal that took down Richard Nixon. But by 1980, he was mired in economic and international troubles that ended his tenure. Jimmy Carter graduated from the Naval Academy in 1946 and married the love of his life, Rosalind. He served in the Navy for 7 years, involved in the developing nuclear submarine program. When his father died, Carter left the military and went back to Americus, Georgia, and his father's peanut farm.
I say to you quite frankly that the time for racial discrimination is over.
Carter was a devout Baptist and supported racial tolerance in the divided South as a Georgia state senator. But he played politics. He battled in the Democratic gubernatorial primary against a liberal opponent and adopted some stances considered racist. Then, when he won, he called for an end to racial discrimination. Carter entered the 1976 presidential race as a long shot, but quickly became a favorite.
I told you I didn't intend to lose.
Although Gerald Ford took more states, Jimmy Carter won the electoral vote. On his second day in office, Jimmy Carter took steps to heal lingering wounds of the Vietnam War.
Every day in Vietnam, American soldiers feel the fire of the enemy.
He pardoned all draft dodgers. Carter established 2 cabinet departments, energy and education. And under his administration, Congress opened up competition among airlines. The economy grew during his first 2 years. But then an international oil shortage helped fuel double-digit inflation and unemployment. In foreign policy, Carter signed the treaty giving the Panama Canal back to Panama. He had major success brokering a peace deal between Egypt and Israel.
An achievement that reflects the courage and wisdom of these 2 leaders.
But there were big foreign policy problems. The Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. In response, Carter pulled America out of the 1980 Moscow Olympics. And 52 American hostages were seized by revolutionary Muslims in Iran. They were held for 444 days. Those troubles and the poor economy led to Carter's landslide loss to Ronald Reagan in 1980.
Well, I can't stand here tonight and say it doesn't hurt.
Carter's brother Billy and his sisters all died of pancreatic cancer. The ex-president was diagnosed with liver and brain cancer in 2015, but within months, drug and chemotherapy had him cancer-free. He still taught Sunday school at his church in Plains, Georgia. He worked with the home building organization Habitat for Humanity, and he continued working in areas he championed as president: peace and human rights.
We have not yet made the commitment.
Jimmy Carter won the 2002 Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to peacefully resolve international conflicts.
We will not learn how to live together in peace by killing each other's children.
He lost the love of his life in November 2023. Former First Lady Rosalind Carter, writer, activist, and humanitarian, passing away at 96 years old. Jimmy Carter, still strong enough to attend her moving memorial in a wheelchair. They were partners in life, husband and wife for 77 years. Jimmy Carter's astonishing life and career complete. This man of great faith, at peace with his wife again.